Yo, yo! What's good on, champions? It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member and executive senior director here at JMG Net Worth and the creator of the Focus Freedom Movement. I'm so fired up and excited to have each and every one of you plugged in on training this morning. Man, it's been a crazy summer, man. I can tell you it's been a crazy summer. First and foremost, let me welcome all the new champions that got started with us this week. For those of you who've been around for a while, new people, you may hear some old information and you might be scratching your head like, what's he talking about? Just roll with it. Today I'm going to give some important principles for life. Just as a whole. I mean, this business is a part of life. That's why we call it the life business. But today, I'm just going to tell you up front, today's not going to be about marketing. Today's not going to be about recruiting. Today's going to be about laying the solid foundation. Okay? Laying the solid foundation. And some of you probably clicking off now saying, oh man, I don't want to hear this. And that's okay. But it needs to be understood and it needs to be said that there's one fundamental understanding why a lot of people are not successful, not only in this business, but in life. See, there's vehicles out there. There's all types of vehicles. There's fast vehicles. There's slow vehicles. There's luxurious vehicles. There's economical vehicles. But one principle that remains the same amongst all vehicles is that in order to utilize the vehicle of the mechanical function of moving, as well as the features, whatever the features may or may not be within the vehicle, you gotta, one, get in the vehicle, and two, you have to start the vehicle up. You gotta fire that thing up, and if you wanna move, you gotta push the gas pedal. In most vehicles. These days you can push a button, you can turn on an app, things of that nature, but there must be some action completed to be able to utilize the functions of the vehicle. And I say that to say I could teach you all the marketing, recruiting, all the sales, all the techniques in the world, but if you don't understand how to get in and start the vehicle so that you can get that thing moving, then all of that information, all of that knowledge and wisdom is all for naught. So I am going to tell you today the things that you need to know to be able to get in and start the vehicle and get that thing rolling. We've been on a hiatus for several weeks. I went on a tour of Europe, for my anniversary and birthday and just getting away for the summer. That was my excuse. I'll just say that. That was my excuse. A lot of times you guys see people like myself who are seven-figure earners in this industry, and we live a certain type of lifestyle and we get a certain type of results, and you put us on this pedestal. The same happens with preachers at church. You put people on these pedestals, but at the end of the day, we're humans too. We make mistakes too. But see, what usually happens is that our work outweighs our mistakes. When you have a small sample size of work and you make a mistake, that mistake is magnified. It seems like the biggest thing in the world. But when your work is this big and you make a mistake, then it seems very minute and you just keep it moving. You see, the reason I say that was my excuse is because, you guys, I've been frustrated. I'll just be honest. I've been frustrated. Here I am with the greatest opportunity on the planet. I've developed one of the simplest systems on the planet to help people become successful. And here we are with a system that people virtually cannot lose. I mean, showing people how to shift their income. I mean, that is way past its time, you guys. I mean, you virtually cannot lose. I mean, look at this. Back in the day, it was spend 500 to 1,000, start a business, go hard, and maybe you'll be successful, get trained, and you become successful, right? But in the process, you're spending money, you're spending money, you're spending money. And a lot of times, like people like myself, you get money back on the back end, right? You made the money, but most people fell by the wayside on the journey because all they saw is how much they were spending. They didn't realize how much they were going to make in the long run. That's why wealthy people don't look at how much something cost them. They look at how much something's going to make them. All right? But all they looked at was the money, the money, the money. And that might be why we're built a little bit differently. But here today, you spend $100 to get started in a business. Get financial education to show you how to strategize and bring in an extra, for most people who are W-2 employees, extra $200 to $500 a month right away. Right away. So as you're going hard and you're doing training, the system's still the same. You're investing into yourself, but the money is coming from here instead of out of your pocket, instead of your bills, instead of, the things that you claim that are important in life, your extracurricular activities, your fast food fund, your lottery fund, your Starbucks in the morning. We've eliminated that excuse to say, hey, we're going to educate you and show you how to make some bread on the front end to increase your cash flow. So now you can start paying off debt, which will create another stream of income from the money that you were paying towards your debt. And then we're going to show you how to create residual income and grow. And then eventually investment income, right? It's a foolproof system. You virtually cannot lose. Now, by FCC law, you're required to say within the JMG Net Worth business, there's a possibility all results are not typical. Income results may vary. But when it comes to the information that we're teaching you, when it comes to the financial education, you guys, this is foolproof. There's not a way to lose. You're increasing your cash flow from the financial education, and we're teaching you secrets that the wealthy people will never teach you. So I've been frustrated. Like, man, why are people not getting this? What's going on? What's the big picture that they're missing? See, success has two simple steps to it, you guys. Two simple steps. Success equals 50% action. Okay? That's 50% action. I want you to understand that. 50% action, 50% belief. So if you're not successful, then it's somewhere within your lack of belief or your lack of action. Action is showing up. Right? Action is hard work. Belief is determination. When I do my affirmations with my daughters every morning, we yell it out, just like Floyd Mayweather. Hard work, determination. Hard work, determination. Hard work, determination. But most people, either they don't have hard work or they don't have determination. And what it simply means is they either don't have the belief or they're not willing to show up and take action. But it's up to you to look in the mirror and decide which one of those, if not both, is holding you back. Is holding you back. We're making a decision. The last thing for the hiatus is because I want to see people successful so bad. That's why I've been in the system. I've been tweaking it. I've been working on this system. And I've been missing out on exactly what I'm teaching you. I got the belief, but while I'm working on the system, that's not action. That's not a daily profitable activity. A daily profitable activity is anything that brings in the two things that makes us money, and that's customers and representatives. So I have been missing out on this. I haven't been showing up myself. I've been busy. I've been active, but I haven't been productive. So now it comes a time where you have to wake up and you have to say, okay, back to the basics. The system's going to come. We're going to manifest. We're going to get the system finished. We're going to get that to where it needs to be. But a wise man once told me that things don't have to be perfect to get started. Things don't have to be perfect to get started. Robert Downey Jr. once said, man, I just seen this quote today. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I'm recording. He said, nothing will serve you better than a strong work ethic. Remember, just because you hit the bottom doesn't mean you have to stay there. Some of you are in the bottom in life right now. Some of you hit rock bottom and you're like, man, what's going on? I don't know how to get to the top. I don't know how to get out this hole. Well, the way you get out the hole is hard work, determination. You already got the vehicle if you're looking at this right now. You already got the vehicle. You might be saying, well, I don't have a job right now. I don't know how I could afford the $20 a month. I don't know how I could afford the My Financial Worth at $50 a month. That's okay. You have to understand that you do not look at how much something's going to cost you. You look at how much something's going to make you. As long as you can get the $20 to have an active position, there's thousands of people out there who are praying for a service like My Financial Worth. And with hard work and determination, we can get this in front of them and we can get you a customer. We can get you 2 customers. Because remember, that's what you need to qualify to get paid down line. 1 customer gets you paid amongst your own personal, efforts. But down line, which is the real income, that's what's going to take the 2 customers, you guys. But you got to understand, you got to have hard work and determination. So let's address the elephant in the room right now, okay? Quitting is a process. You see my shirt. The only way to fail is to give up. And a lot of times people justify logic in their head of why they should quit something, why they should stop something. I was once told by the great Jim Rohn, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you quit this, then you're a quitter. That means you'll quit that. Maybe not right away, maybe later on down the line, but the character of quitting is within you, okay? And you have to eliminate that character of quitting, especially when you're involved with something that's only going to benefit you. Maybe it doesn't benefit you now. Maybe it doesn't benefit you tomorrow. But you're involved with something that's going to benefit you. And let me explain. See, we get in and we talk about our 10 reasons, right? Also, people also refer to it as their why, right? People often talk about what they're passionate about. You got your reasons, you got your passions, and those are great. No matter what your reasons and what your passions are, it's all phenomenal because they're yours. Nobody can minimize them. Nobody can make you feel bad about them because they're yours. And you embrace that, you love that, and you hold that, to close to you because they're yours. And it's my job and it's the company's job to help you realize those passions and realize those dreams. What a lot of people make the mistake of doing is that they let their why and their passions become their excuse at the same time. What do you mean, Marquise? You see, how can I put this? At a job or a traditional business, you're the only person responsible for your income. So if something happens to you, then something happens to your income. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about that income. If you're the only person responsible for it, if something happens to you, something happens to your income. I remember seeing Mo Better Blues. I know we got a few people on the team who love music, and that's great. I love music. I have a passion for music. But I remember Denzel Washington, he played that horn so sweet on Mo Better Blues. That was his passion until the dude came and busted him in his mouth. And he couldn't play the horn anymore. He still had the passion, but he wasn't able to get the income. So I want you to understand, this isn't about putting your passion or the business before the passion or the passion before the music. This is about making smart financial and personal decisions. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you do, that's great. But I want to understand that you have to put yourself in a position where you have leverage. Leverage is getting paid off the time and efforts of other people. Money only comes from one place, people. All right? So you got to understand, I talked about how the business was before. Business before, all we talked about was the why. What's your why? That's driving you. The new house, the new car, college for, paid for the kids. Whatever the case may be, that was the driving force, and it's still the driving force. But I want you to understand that this person's why is different than this person's why. Both of their whys are different than my whys. So it was different because the work ethic is different based on what the why is. But see, one thing I understood is that everybody, no matter if you're young or you're wise, no matter if your passion is music or your passion is basket weaving, no matter if you want to do this business or you don't want to do this business, everybody has two objectives, whether they like it or not. Their first objective is to take care of their current lifestyle. Your current lifestyle is paid for by your labor. That's why a lot of people get so caught up with their passions and their opinions and their thoughts, because they think, man, I got to go hard. I got to make it happen right now to take care of my current lifestyle. I got kids to feed. I got a significant other at home. I got this going on. I got that I want. I got this that I want. And they're only seeing this right in front of their eyes. They're not understanding and seeing the big picture of what's actually before them, the things that God has blessed them with. See, God connected us for a reason. And it's funny in the beginning how everybody prays and everybody is thankful and everybody's grateful and they see the vision of why God brought us together. But then when they begin to get in their feelings, when they start to get broke off, when the people start telling them no and they get frustrated, oftentimes because they're doing things the wrong way, let's call it what it is, because they don't go to training, but whatever the case may be, then they just totally lose sight of God. God's not even in the equation no more. It's all about their feelings. It's all about their flesh. It's all about their reasons, okay? And you got to eliminate that. You got to understand that there's a bigger picture. I look at our ancestors. For those of you who are African American, I think about the civil rights movement. People like Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman. There's people around them who got in their feelings too. There's people around them who felt they wanted to do it one minute, felt they didn't want to do it one minute. Sometimes they had to off those people. I'm not going to off you, but I want you to understand that if the people around you, if the people you were connected to had the ability to help you get to these 10 reasons, had the ability to experience your passion on a full-time basis, then you'd already be there. That's just the fact of the situation. You'd already be there. It's not the people that you know who are going to make you wealthy. A lot of times it's the people that they know. It's the people that you don't know that's going to make you wealthy. So you got to take yourself out of that equation of feeling a certain type of way and understand we're simply planting seeds to people that may come to fruition and harvest right away and may harvest a little bit later. But you got to understand the process. Fall in love and marry the process and divorce the results, you guys. Fall in love with the process, divorce the results. See, I get up every single day and I work out. I get up every single day and I work out. I'm turned to the side. You still see that, right? If I got up every single day, or if I finished working out every single day and I said, dang, this ain't going nowhere. Dang, what's going on? Then I would feel down. I would feel low. I would lose confidence. I would lose motivation. But I understand that the process of working out and eating right is eventually going to get me to where I want to be. So I fell in love and I married. I put a ring on the process and I said, get away from me. End results, because I know the end result is going to come as long as I focus on the process. Guys, you got to start falling in love with the process no matter where you are, what you got going on. You got to make that decision. Hard work, showing up, determination, belief. You got to believe. See, everything, how you do anything is how you do everything. The proof is in the pudding. Your actions tell the true story of where you're at. and I made the decision that, okay, we got to increase the sample size. We just got to keep it rolling. Just like Harriet Tubman, she just had to keep it rolling. I don't want to be free no more. I don't want to go on the Underground Railroad. Okay, cool. Holla at you. We got to go. We got a mission that we're on. Taking it less extreme. There's been people who've been growing up. You football players, basketball players. There's been people in their sphere of influence who wanted to hold them back. No, I'm on a mission. We got to keep it going. If you want to stay right here, if you want to stay where you're at, then that's cool. But understand that in addition to this current lifestyle, there's a secondary thing. There's a secondary objective called a future lifestyle. And that's paid for by your investments. And everybody wants to jump to the investment side of things. Everybody wants it to happen like a microwave, and they just want to create wealth. But understand that there's a process. Success has standards, you guys. And if you're not willing to go through the process, then you're never going to get to the future lifestyle that you deserve. It doesn't matter how sweet you are, how good you play music. Guess what? You got kids. And if they're not as good at playing music as you, if you're not selling records to the point where you're getting residuals income that'll take care of them, then guess what? You got to do something to put in place for that future lifestyle. See, I haven't found anything. Man, I'm sweating, I'm hot. Got the fan on and everything. I haven't found anything like the home-based business industry that's simpler, that's more fun, that's more rewarding than the home business industry to create wealth. I mean, yeah, I can do a lot of things to create wealth for myself. I'm educated. I got tons of books on the wall. I've read. I know investments. I know a lot of different things that'll help my personal finances. But there's nothing like being able to take somebody who's a server, who has great people skills and has an amazing smile, who has an amazing personality, and showing them how 3 simple steps can put them on the pathway to creating wealth. There's nothing like taking somebody who's fell down many times in life, who's awesome at music, has a great voice, and saying, hey, let me show you how you can do that whenever you want. See, the most talented place in the world is a graveyard. Why? Because there's so many untapped potential. There's so many people who never realize their potential because they're so busy working, so busy trying to take care of their current lifestyle. They're stuck paying bills, and they're stuck, overpaying on their taxes. They're stuck, doing the responsible things in life. And we have a solution to that, you guys. Personal and economic prosperity. You got to understand. Personal and economic empowerment. That's what the Focus Freedom Movement is all about. That's what it's all about. So when we have these conference calls, when we have these trainings, when we tell you to show up, whatever you have going on in your life, you have to understand you're never going to find time to do this business. You got to make time. You got to make time. Because success doesn't care about how you feel. You don't feel like doing that. Success don't care. Success don't care about your opinion. But I don't think it should be done that way. Success doesn't care. Success doesn't care about what you think. Success has a standard. Success is a part of a system. And if you follow that system, then you'll find success. It happens at different times and at different intervals for different people. But if you fall in love and marry the process and divorce the end result, then it's going to happen for you as well, you guys. So it's time for you to one, buy into the vision. Because when you're not understanding the vision, if you're so stuck in your personal situation, if you're so stuck at, I got to pay bills, I got to make some money, I got to do stuff for me, I got to do stuff for my family, then it's going to be hard, because we're blessed to be a blessing. We're in the people business, you guys. So when you shift the focus to how many people can I help, how many people's situation can I change, then what you're going to see is by the laws of sowing and reaping, by default, your situation is going to change off the top. Now, some of you might be saying, man, that's easier said than done. I'm broke right now. I'm in a bad situation. I'll be honest. If you're broke, then you need a job. But if you need extra income, if you're ready to take your life to the next level, then the Focus Freedom Movement can take you to that next level. But people make the mistake of attempting to make this their primary income. And you guys, you gotta be smart. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, it's possible. But it all depends on your work ethic. It all depends on your hard work and determination. If you get in this thing, follow the system and run, then it can happen for you. But you got to stop focusing on you, or you'll never reach and maximize your full potential. It takes that discipline. So when I say you're only 3 steps from being on the road to financial freedom, understand, success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. You gotta make one decision. That you want something more out of life, but more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. Once you make that decision, you have to make it a final decision. It doesn't have an expiration date. You don't wake up next week after you got told no by 3 people and after things get a little difficult and say, I don't think I want more out of life no more. I'm not willing to do the work that it takes to get it. No. Just like I don't wake up after going to work out after 3 days and saying, man, bump this. I just want to stay fat and unhealthy. No, I'm on a mission. I'm determined. I want it as bad as I want to breathe. Just like Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich, he said the settlers came and they came to the land where the people had what they wanted. And they said that either we're going to win this war or we're going to die. So they burned the ships that they came on. They said this is the only option. And a lot of you are holding on to your ships of mediocrity. Some of you are holding on to your ships of poverty. Some of you are holding on to your past life and you're worried about if this is or isn't going to work. And I need you to understand you have to have faith and belief and you have to do the process. Not your way. Because a lot of you are getting in and you're doing it your way. You're so excited and you're running, you're telling people and you're doing it the wrong way. And people are telling you no and you're wondering why people are telling you no. It's because they're judging the messenger and they're never getting the message. They're never getting the message. That's not a business or a team thing. That's a you thing. All right? So you got to make that decision. Sometimes you got to recommit to the decision. You guys? We're a team. We're working together. We're working together. And if one falls off, it's like, wow, we're supposed to be partners. We came into agreement that we're going to do this together. Second thing, 2 customers. My Financial Worth customers. My Financial Worth is a beast, you guys. It's a beast. That service alone, the calculators, it'll show you how you could create wealth and change your financial situation before you even recruit or sign up a representative at all. That's the beauty of it. That's why it's a win-win, because you can get involved in this deal and you don't even have to sell a product or get anybody on your team and you can still win. Now, it takes a little bit longer, but it's still possible. Before, when I was selling telephone service, that telephone wasn't going to make me no money. When I was selling, some pills, potions, and lotions, they were going to make me healthy, but I was still broke. I made money with doing this stuff, but I'm saying it wasn't going to change my financial situation. But see, here we have a product that's changing people's financial situation as the product alone. And you have to see the value, the complete value of the product. It's not a credit product. It's not a debt product. It's a financial transformation product. What's your financial worth? So you got to see the vision, you guys. We got to start having fun with this thing, because if you start getting overwhelmed, if you start looking at it as a second job, then it's going to be difficult for you to become successful. But if you totally buy in, if you totally make the decision that, I truly want wealth in all areas of my life. Some of you are a little wiser. You're a little, up there in age. You may feel like, hey, I don't got that much time left. I don't want to put in a lot of work. But you got to understand this is generational wealth. So the work that you do is not lost. You got seeds that you're leaving an inheritance to. So you're just starting the process. You're starting the ball rolling. And when you have something like this, When you have a system like we have, financial education is not going to go out of style. It's not going to get old. They call this the life business because we focus on things that are always going to be important and pertinent to everyday life. So the third step is 3 qualified people. All right? Those are people who made a decision and they got to My Financial Worth customers. And you doing these 3 things makes you what we call a superstar. Those 3 things put you on the path to financial success. And it starts the ball rolling because these 3 people have already made a decision. They've already got their customers. They've changed 2 people's financial situation, including themselves. Now, naturally, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to be celebrated as a superstar as well. So they're going to go spread the word and tell 3 people about this awesome, phenomenal opportunity. Yes, some people may tell them no. Some people may tell them yes and quit later on down the line. But I want you to understand, when you look at how long you've been in corporate America, how long you've been in school, how long you've been working your butt off to beg somebody when you could go to lunch, to beg somebody when you could go to the bathroom, to beg somebody to pay you a little bit of money, which is a fraction of what you're worth. Do you really think that that compares to this simple system? Don't allow some people who don't see the vision of having better for their life to throw you off course for you having better for your life. My mentor once taught me, if somebody doesn't value their goals and dreams as much as you value your goals and dreams, then you have to move on to somebody who values their goals and dreams just as much as you value your goals and dreams. The goals and dreams can be different because we both have the same objectives, right? So the goals and dreams can be different. I just need you to value yours just as much as I value mine. So I can put 120% into helping you get yours. Because in order for me to be successful, I got to help you become successful. And I just need a few serious people. I just need a few go hard, die hard people who want it as bad as they want to breathe, for me to sow some life into them, for me to push them, for them to hold them close and run with them. You guys, this is going to be our 10-year anniversary in October. I want to show out at that party, you guys. I want to do some big things. I want to help some people walk across that stage, reach their financial goals, reach their financial dreams. And I'm telling you right here, right now, it's August. We got September and then through October. All right? We got about 2 full months. A lot of things can happen in 2 full months. You could blow this thing out in 13 weeks for those of you who know about the 90-day total life makeover. So don't look at it as it can't be done. It's all up to your hard work and your determination. It's all about if you're willing to schedule for success. It's not about giving all your time to this business. It's all about, one, understanding how valuable how much are your goals and dreams worth to you. At the beginning of every presentation, I ask, where do you want to be in the next few years? Is what you're currently doing right now going to get you there? Because if it's not, whatever you're doing, you got to make some adjustments. See, James G. Net Worth can help you remove those limitations of time and money on your life and help you do the things that you really want to do. That you really want to do. Do you really want to get up that early in the morning? Do you really want to get out there in that traffic every day? Do you really want to work somewhere that most of you probably don't want to be? Do you really want to do those things that you really don't want to do? Do you really want to overpay on your taxes? Do you really want your life to be controlled by somebody else? Do you really want to not have generational wealth in your family? Do you really want to not have leverage and residual income? I don't think people are unsuccessful because they want to be unsuccessful. I think they're unsuccessful because they don't really have people in their lives who are willing to take them by the hand and show them how to become successful. We could be those people, and we could divide and conquer, and we could teach other people how to be those people because we have a system that everybody can plug into and learn. But it first starts with getting in and starting the car. And that starts right here in your heart and understanding that you're the best investment that you got. You're born to win. So please, play to win right now. Let's work together consistently because you are already a champion. I'm on a mission, you guys. I hope you come along for the ride because we're about to blow this thing up in a big way. And we're about to change a lot of people's life personally, a lot of people's lives economically, and we're about to change the world. I hope you're a part of the vision. I hope you're a part of the movement because a lot of people want to be free. If you are, give me a call. Let's talk. Let's put together a game plan to help you reach your goals and dreams, help you reach your 2 objectives. I got your back. I see you at the top, and I'll see you at the bank. Peace.